All right, the first video we talked about having conversations with your potential customers, and that's how you learn what you need to do to your product or service to change it, to make it better, to actually meet the needs of who you're selling to. Now, how do you have the conversation with these people? So I'm going to teach you some very basic level stuff. What's great is that we can go into this in a lot more detail in other videos, but at the most fundamental level, I'm going to share some things that are going to save you months, if not years of effort, if you get this right. And here's the deal. Most founders fail at this one simple reason. For this one simple reason, they fall in love with whatever they're trying to sell, whatever their business provides, a product, a thing, a service. They fall in love with that and not with what it does to solve their potential client's problem. And the market doesn't care about how creative you are. It rewards relevance. So if you want people to buy, you have to start with what is it solving for them from a pain standpoint, or what is it helping them do to move forward towards something they don't have that they want. So pleasure. Don't start with your product or service ever. And that's what most early entrepreneurs do. They lead with feature dumping. I built this. It does this. It's this cool. It's this different. Here's how much time I spent on it. Here's how we tested it. Here's, all these bells and whistles. Your clients don't care. They didn't wake up thinking about what you're offering them. They woke up thinking about themselves, their issues, what they wish they could do differently, what they wish they had but they don't, their stress, their inefficiencies, the time that they need, the money that they don't have. If your conversation with people around a sales pitch or any conversation is about you, if it starts about you, you've already lost. Instead, it starts with questions about them. Okay? Your product or service is just a vehicle to solve the real issue. That issue, you can't explain how to solve for it unless you uncover it. It's like hidden inside your customer. You literally have to ask questions till it reveals itself, because they don't know how you're solving their problems. They just know what problems they have. You don't even know. You assume I am selling you this because it's going to give you that. It's an assumption, but you have to tie it in a deeply personal way. So when the real sale, I should say, happens when someone feels completely understood. And so instead of saying, hey, let me tell you about my startup or this product or service, start with, tell me about your business. It depends on what you're selling, right? You could sell a cupcake, you could sell a service or a SaaS, you could sell an idea, but tell me about you. Your current process. What's frustrating about it? What happens if nothing changes? Those questions, and questions in general, unlock the key. It's the key that unlocks everything. I'm telling you this. When someone explains to you the pain, their pain, in their own words, you don't have to convince them anymore of what they need. You let them convince themselves, and that's pretty cool. Here's some real-world examples that we can look through. So imagine you built, let's say this is a service business, it's a scheduling app. Here's the wrong approach. Hey, we built this AI-powered scheduling platform, and it has smart reminders. Cool, so what? Instead, hey, tell me about how you schedule your meetings. Oh, my meetings are easy to schedule. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Really? Okay. No, most of my clients feel the same way. Tell me, though, more about that process. If you had a magic wand and you could save some time, what would be different about that process? So even though it's not broken, tell me how it could be better. How much time do you think you're wasting or losing not having a different solution in place that you just described? Now the conversation is in their words, not yours, and their pain becomes clear. And your product, if you know your audience and you know you're talking to the right person, becomes a natural fit. So here's a simple framework that you can use in a sales conversation. There's 4 things. Ask about them. Number 1, always ask about their current situation. Ask second, third level questions. Don't stop until you can reveal what matters to them. If you don't have that understanding, keep asking questions. Explore what frustrates them or what's broken. Understand the impact that those things have on their goals, their dreams, their whole way of being. It's psychological, honestly. And then, and only when you understand their goals and the impact, can you introduce what you are offering, the solution, not the other way around. So that is, here's what I'll leave you with. Founders who talk about their products struggle. Founders who understand problems win. So before your next conversation, write down 3 questions you want to ask your prospect that will help them explain to you their pain or their goals. Use those questions and then listen instead of speak. So in the next video, we're going to talk about why your first customers should become your curriculum that unlocks how you can grow faster, how you can change your product or service to meet the needs of your prospects and continue to build velocity and momentum with every conversation you have. Talk to you soon.